The Fall of the House of Usher. The new Mike Flanagan series premieres this October, which is great. We just brought this up, I want to say, like 2 Sunday Scaries ago. Was it the one when we first got back? About how it was just like, where is that? Do we know if that's going to happen? Or, you know what? Actually, I think that was a little off-air conversation between us as we were planning Splatterthon, because we didn't know if that was going to be
That's right. That's when
factored in there.
Yep, that's when we talked about it. Yeah, because I knew we talked about it recently, but I was like, I don't know when we put that in. I was like, was that on King on Screen? Because Mike Flanagan. But yeah, this one, I'm definitely intrigued. What's it going to be? And what did they say? 8 episodes?
I think so. Yeah, 8-episode limited series. So definitely pretty digestible.
And this is what, the last one for Flanagan on Netflix?
On Netflix, yes.
Yeah.
He's done with Netflix, at least for the foreseeable future. Which, I mean, I understand a little bit of what I get from the people who've kind of done deep dives on his career and stuff, say that Netflix kind of has railroaded him a little bit here and there. It was a struggle for him to even get Midnight Mass put out. So it's one of those things where he's been looking to kind of pull himself away from Netflix for some time.
Yeah, and this one definitely has my intrigue as well. I think the tone, based off in Edgar Allan Poe work, I think that really fits the Mike Flanagan style, especially if you look at like Haunting of Hill House and Midnight Mass. I think this really does fall in line. I watched like the first 2 episodes of Midnight Club and never really got around to finishing that. I think that'll be hopefully one thing I can try to finish before this one debuts. It just seemed like a little bit of a different Mike Flanagan property. I think this one feels more in line with what we're used to seeing from him. And just a little blurb they gave us here, I think, is an interesting kind of maybe a little bit more modern take on things. I'm intrigued to see where this one goes. Just from the stills here, it definitely has that flavor. It's got that unique Mike Flanagan eye. So I think this is going to be, as we're going to be deep in the Splatterthon at this time, I think this is going to be a high mark for us. I'm not going to get my hopes up, but I think Flanagan's not going to disappoint here.
No, I'm definitely excited for it. Yeah, I would really like to try to cover as much of this as we can. I'm not going to sit here and say that we'll be able to cover everything all at once. We might not be able to pull like a Chucky with this, especially if Chucky premieres.
Yeah.
We still don't know about that, but this is one of those ones where I think that we will probably at least review the first episode when it releases, and then we'll probably come back to and kind of maybe give you just a full season review. Might be the best way for us to do it as we finish it through October. So, we'll see what happens here. I know that Mike Flanagan works are high on our priority list, and we're definitely going to want to get it there. And we are trying our best to plan and execute Splatterthon a little bit more efficiently this year, so that way we're not running with chickens with our heads cut off like we did last year, which I think for you guys it all went well. I think all the content came out on time, or at least roundabout on time. But behind the scenes, good Lord, we were tired by the end of that. Like we were going, but it's kind of used to it now. Honestly, like I got my schedule worked out. We're like Thursdays, I don't go to bed till like 1 a.m. if we have a new movie or something.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like we're in our element. But yes, I am excited for this. I'm looking forward to this. Midnight Mass is an absolute masterpiece, and I'm excited for this as well. And to jump off of your Midnight Club point there, it actually my wife and my mother-in-law finished Midnight Club, and they enjoyed it. They loved it. But it's I think very much into their sensibilities, more their wheelhouse with that story.
Yeah.
They kind of like the YA stuff. So like they were people who like really got into like supernatural and stuff like that. And I think that's very much more the audience that one is pushing towards, as to where I think that this one's going to appeal more to the Midnight Mass, Haunting of Hill House audience a little bit more. So
I think so as well. I mean, I think it's got that aesthetic. It's got that feel just from the stills that we did see here. I'm really intrigued. I hope a trailer drops soon just so we can get even more amped up for it.
Oh, I imagine it will. And I'm sure we can find the time to get a trailer review done for you guys if you'd like to see that. So